Peter saves 30% of his monthly salary. So Peter spends 70% of his salary and saved 30%. When his salary increased by 10%, his savings increased by 189. So this is important. This first statement is important because even if the salary decrease, Peter still saves 30% of his salary. Even if his salary change and increase, he will still save 30% of it. So that's what first statement means. Okay. So if you're $100, you'll save $30. If it's $1,000, you save $300. So regardless the value of his salary, he will save 30% of it. Okay. Now his salary changed. His salary changed. His salary changed to plus 10 more percent. Changed to 110%. Okay. Let's do this. Now, because his salary increased at 10%, his savings also increased by $189. So let's do this. Let's do it systematically. Because we're talking about percentage, we shall let Peter's original salary be 100 units. Because we are talking about percentage, we equate that to 100 units. Okay, we can equate that to 100%, but I prefer 100 units. It's easier to visualize. So original salary of Peter is 100 units. Now he saved 30 units, but because that's 30%. All right. Now the new salary, it will be increased by 10%. So if the old salary is 100 units, then the new salary will be 100 units plus 10 units. Because 10% increase in salary, 110 units. The new savings will be 30% of this. Okay, 30% of this. It's not 30 units, it's 30% of 110 units. So it will be 30 over 100 multiplied by 110. So the new savings will be 33 units. The difference between their two savings before the increase in salary and after the increase in salary is $189 because his savings increased by $189. So that would also mean this 33 unit, which is the new salary minus new savings minus the old savings, 30 units. 3 units is the increased savings will be equal to $189, which is also the increase in his savings. Find 1 unit, you get $63. Any question? Any question? No question? Let's continue. Find Peter's salary before increase. Before the increase, it is this. Original salary, 100 units. After increase, will be 110 units. Okay, they're asking before the increase, so it's 100 units. 100 times 63, 6,000. Okay, let's do this. Question 6. The graphs below shows Peter's electricity consumption from September to February. So normally, when a graph, bar chart, line chart is given to you, always, regardless what the question asks, find the value of each of the, in this case, bar charts. Okay, it could be line charts. But whichever, always find the value. So these are the values. Got to be take a little bit of time, invest a little bit of time to make sure you get the values right for each bar. Okay, you'll use it. Now, what was the percentage increase or decrease in electricity consumption from October to November? Let's look at this. So October to November, there's an increase, right? From consumption of 250 kilowatts to 330 kilowatts. So that's minus. So there is an increase. They want to know the percentage increase. Percentage increase will be equal to the increase, which is 330 minus 250 over the original. So So the trick is, what is the original? Increase very easy to find. You just find the difference. The original is the month before. This is not the original. This is the original. Okay, 250, 80 over what it was before the increase, times 100%. So that's the answer. Okay, let's look at part B. Everyone okay with this? Part B, if the national average consumption was 360 kilowatts, in which month was the consumption 75% of the national average? So let's find out what's the national average. Okay, national average is 75% of the in which month was the consumption 75% of the national average? So let's see, national average is 360. 75% of the national average will be 75% 360. So in this case, we are talking about what implies that let 100% be the national average, right? Which is 360, 100%. You find 1% divided by 100. You want 75% times 75. So we're talking about 75% of the national average is 270. And which month is 270? December. Okay. Look at the bar charts and pick the right answer. December. Now, at first, the ratio of the number of men to the number of women in the fun fair was 4:5. When 36 women and some men joined in the fun fair, there was a 12% increase in the number of women. So this 12% increase in number of women is equal to this 36 women that just joined, right? So 12% increase in number of women is equal to 36, equivalent to 36. Okay, you find 1% of the women, then you can find 100% of the women. So 300, which is 100% of women, represent all the women at the fun fair. So there are 300 women at the fun fair. Okay. Now, the total number of people increased by 20%. So this 20% relates to the women that have just joined. Correct. Because only, oh no, this is not 36 women. This 20% include both men and women, right? 36 women and some men join. Therefore, the people increased by 20%. Okay. How many men were there at first? Now, we know that all the women is 300. And we know also here that the men to woman has a ratio of 4:5. We can equate 300 to 5 units here. See that? So 5 units is 300. So we can find what is 1 unit. And with that, we can find how many men at first. 4 units. So times 4. So 240 is the number of women at first. Okay? 240 is number of men at first. 300 is number of women at first. And we can answer part A. How many men were there at first? 240. Part B. What was the percentage increase in the number of men after 36 women and some men joined the fun fair? The question only asks the percentage increase in the men, right? So the percentage increase in the men, you must divide by this original number. Okay, let's find out the original number first. Original number is altogether 9 units. So 1 unit is 60. 9 units is 540. This is the original number of men and women at first. Okay. And it says that the total number of people increased by 20%. 20%, so 20% of 540,108. So 108 represent the total number of men and women that joined the fun fair. The increase in men and women, total increase in men and women, 108. We know that the increase in women is 36, right? Where 36 women joined. So 108 minus this 36 women that joined, you get 72. 72 represents the number of men that joined the fun fair, 72. Then we need to find the percentage increase. So 72 is the increase in number of men. Percentage increase in number of men is the number of men that has increased over the original number of men. We found out is here, 240. Okay? And this fraction multiplied by 100%, you get the answer 30%. This percentage of men increase. Any question? It's a very long solution. It's long, it's because I try to explain a lot. But when you actually do, it's not that long.